Hey there, everybody. Kris Cotton here with Clarity Wealth in this week's Friday Fireside Chat. And today I want to talk about Social Security. Specifically, we've been hearing a lot lately about how the program's going to run out of money. And 2033 is the date we're looking at. If nothing's done by then, we would see a reduction from 100% of your benefit to 79% of your benefit. Obviously, nobody wants that. What can we do to avoid that? Well, if you remember 1985, we've been through this rodeo before, and it took them all the way up until 1984 to do anything about it. So we do have some time to do something. What they did back then, if you recall, is they raised the retirement age, and that's the first thing I want to talk about they could do again. They raised it from 65, and then there's a phase-out period all the way up to 67. That's where we are today. That's what they could do again. They could raise it to 68, 69, 70, somewhere in. The second thing they can do is raise taxes, and they can do this in a couple of different ways. Two that I want to talk about is they could do it by percentage, just increase the percentage that everyone pays into Social Security, who does pay into it. That affects everybody, right? The second thing they could do to raise taxes is raise the wage limit. Right now, it's 160 some odd thousand. Anything over that, you stop paying into Social Security. They could raise that cap, 180, 200, 220, something in there. That's obviously only going to affect those who make that much money. The third thing they could do is change the formula. And I don't think they would change the formula, how Social Security is calculated. To anybody who's approaching Social Security age, the full retirement age, they'd probably do it to younger folks. So anyone under 55, 50, somewhere in there. The fourth thing they could do is change the COLA, the cost of living adjustment. They could reduce it. Right now it's based on CPIW. They could change that to something lower, and then you would just see Social Security not keep up with inflation, perhaps, if inflation ran rampant again. But that would extend the longevity of the program. The fifth thing they could do is implement means testing. And we've seen this already. They did it to Medicare, right? That's why we have the IRMA surcharge if you make a high enough income. And again, I think they would probably do this to folks who are a little bit younger, not necessarily approaching retirement age. 55, 50, something like that. So we have some time to make these changes to the Social Security program. But what I want to impress upon you is that it's important to have a plan and not necessarily rely on Social Security to be what we think it is today out into the future. So it's a good time to stress test your financial plan, make sure that you can provide the kind of life you want for yourself and not rely on a government program to do so, because we can't necessarily control that. Until next time, take care.